This is my son Theo. He turned 1 a month ago, and I have failed him. You may have children too, and one day you may fail them as well. We have to accept that the previous 3 generations bear the highest responsibility for the current state of this planet, which most of us agree upon is not the best in history. So it's up to the next generations to fix the mistakes that we have left them with. Because we won't, but they have to. For me, with Theo, I have to prepare him for a fast-changing world. And it's not necessarily changing for the better. I have to raise him in a way that he will be able to go out there and contribute and fix the mistakes. I want to equip him with the tools, the skills, and the knowledge that he will be able to make a difference, that he will be able to shape the future. He will need to be responsible, because we are not. He will need to be forward-thinking, because we are not. He will need to have a critical mind, because we do not. He will need to be a doer, a change maker, a leader, a dreamer. He will need to play a big role in this world, because what other choice does he have? If not our children, who else will take the responsibility and make this the world we want to live in? Every night before bed, I like to read Theo a story. And there are different stories. There are stories of kings and queens, of heroes and villains, of dragons and knights, of adventures in faraway lands. But there's one story that stands out, that somehow became my favorite. It's the story of exploration and discovery, of overcoming adversity and uncertainty, of risk-taking, of daring. It's a story of heroic journeys and hidden treasures. It's the story of adventurous pirates. And when I was reading this story to Theo, I realized for him to become the person that he needs to be, he needs to think and act like a pirate. Pirates always have their goal in mind. They never give up halfway. Pirates are risk takers. They dare to do things differently. They don't play by the rules that have been set by others. Pirates are courageous. They are leaders. You know, it takes courage to make a difference. And pirates have a lot of fun, but they're also disciplined when necessary. You know, they get their work done. Over the past 5 years, I've been working with young people from more than 115 countries, helping them and guiding them in developing new innovative ideas and solutions for the big problems in this world. And one thing that I have learned on my journey was that it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter what background you have, it doesn't even matter what education you had in your life. Everyone can think and act like a pirate. Everyone can make a difference. Everyone can become a change maker. Let me introduce you to 3 brilliant young minds that I have met on my journey. This is Sumaya. She's 18, from Dhaka, Bangladesh. She's an energetic, curious young woman. She joined our programs about 1.5 years ago, and it didn't take her long till she launched her own initiative, where she helps former sex workers in Bangladesh to transition back into their previous lives, even helping them with starting their own businesses. Just like a pirate, Sumaya didn't play by the rules of others. She dared to do things differently. Then we have Valkyrie. Valkyrie is 17, from Las Vegas, Nevada. And Valkyrie joined us through an online competition where we asked young people to develop new ideas, new solutions for the big challenges in this world. Together with 2 friends, Valkyrie developed a solution to fight wildfires. And she did that with drones and sound waves. Shortly after that, Valkyrie got invited by NASA and SpaceX to do an internship with them. And today, about 18 months later, she runs her own company together with Jesse, her co-founder, in the Silicon Valley. I met Valkyrie and I got to know her as a very determined young woman. She always wants to get better. Just like a pirate, she always has her goal in mind. Certainly not going to give up halfway. And then we have Luke. Luke is 17 from Belfast, Northern Ireland. And Luke had a very difficult childhood. He grew up very isolated, lacking friends. He was even surrounded by really bad people. And he joined a program with us about 9 months ago where he learned how to set goals in life, how to overcome adversity, how to develop positive habits, how to create a life vision. And Luke called me after that program, and I have to tell you, it doesn't happen to me every day, but he actually called me and he told me, Marko, I need to thank you. You have no clue what impact you had on my life. I am a different person today than I was 6 months ago. Recently, he texted me again, and he told me about his first tech startup that he launched, and he immediately acquired customers worth a 6-digit number. You know, it takes courage to get out of such a swamp. It takes courage to stand up against people who are pulling you down. Luke, he had that courage. Luke is a leader, just like a pirate is. These are only 3 examples out of more than 6,000 young people that I had the privilege to work with. And one thing they all had in common, regardless of their education, they all achieved amazing things. They launched remarkable projects. They had impact in their local communities. They learned, they grew, they became pirates. They became change makers. How is that possible? In our work, we provide young people with a safe space and an environment to grow and to thrive. It's a space where young people can learn, they can share experiences, they can build their own ideas, they exchange ideas, they work with mentors, with experts. It's a space where they are being heard. They collaborate with companies, they are being taken seriously, and they always meet on eye level. And it's a space where it's absolutely okay to experiment, to test, and to fail, which is so necessary to come up with something new. Imagine we would all create environments for young people where they can grow and thrive and become pirates. So how do you do that? How do you create such environments? On my journey, I have discovered 3 principles that I believe are key to build such systems of trust. Let me share them with you. The first one is all about purpose. Help young people find their purpose. We observe every day that purpose-driven or mission-based learning makes a huge difference in the lives of young people and in their learning experiences. You know, this can be an idea, this can be a problem that they want to solve. It might be connected to a meaningful task. It's something that is bigger than them. I love to sit down with young people and have conversations with them. We talk about the global challenges. We talk about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. We talk about megatrends, looking into where are we moving as a society, what's happening in our world. And the great thing is those conversations spark ideas. Ideas turn into goals, and goals become their purpose. And this is something that every one of you can implement right away. Sit down with young people. Engage in conversations and listen to them. Listen to their ideas, listen to their goals, listen to their dreams, and encourage them to follow those. It is not about what you want for your children, it's about what they want. Help them to find their purpose. The second thing is about people and knowledge. So provide young people, provide young minds with the right kind of knowledge and connect them with the right people. We know, and multiple studies show, that we become the average of the 5 people we spend most of our time with. So you probably want to help your children to find those 5 people, the right ones. Because this is the space where they learn what's actually possible in life. This is where their minds get shaped. And this is where they acquire exciting knowledge. Knowledge that goes way beyond what is being taught in school. So what can we do here? Well, look at your peer group, look at your networks. Who are the people that inspire you? Go give them a call and ask them, would you be up for mentoring my son or my daughter? It doesn't need to be that they mentor them every week. It can be once, twice, 3 times a year. And you can even create mentoring groups where you have 2, 3 young people together. Or you can all become mentors to other young people. One thing is key here. Always meet on eye level. And the third element is all about providing young people with the space and the freedom to do it their own way. This is a space where it's absolutely okay to fail without being judged and without receiving grades. It's not the result that counts, it's the journey that sparks ideas. This is a space where young people decide what they want to work on. And it's a space where they say where, how, when, with whom they want to work. Everything is up to them. So what is an easy life hack here? Well, for starters, don't worry too much about the grades of your children. You probably know Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. He told his son not to care too much about the grades. You don't need to bring home straight A's. Make sure that you pass the class, and with the time that you save, do something that you're actually passionate about. I love that approach. An environment that applies all 3 principles will make young people feel comfortable and safe to dig deeper into their creative potential. It will turn them into unstoppable change makers, leaders, and pirates. Now today, I'm not only talking to educators. This goes out to everyone who has children on their own, everyone who cares about the future of this planet. I invite you to embrace this thinking. I invite you to spread the idea of building systems of trust where young people can grow and thrive and become the impact-driven young leaders that our world needs. In my generation, I grew up in a world where we got rewarded for making our parents proud. But the actual responsibility of each generation is to make things better for the next generations. So it's time to make our children proud. Imagine what a curious young boy like Theo will be able to achieve and contribute if we only let him try out new things. Imagine him being rewarded for the creativity and the innovation that he applied, rather than being judged by the failures that he might encounter on his journey. Imagine the world young people can create if we only let them. And now, Imagine all the ideas, all the dreams, all the goals that you had, that we all had. But Theo, he's gonna go for it because he knows he can, because he's a pirate. Thank you.